All right, ready to dive in. Today we're tackling 45 ChatGPT cheat sheets for business success.
45. When I first saw that number,
Yeah, it's a lot.
I have to admit I was a little overwhelmed.
Oh, yeah.
But,
But, knowing Becky Amble's work as a business consultant,
right.
I have a feeling she's figured out a way to make even the most complex AI concepts approachable.
Yeah, I was going to say, I mean,
And maybe even fun, right?
Becky Amble, she's got a reputation.
She does,
She's
yeah.
very down to earth.
Yeah, and, she calls herself a farm kid at heart.
I love that.
Always looking for ways to
Yeah.
improve things, make things better,
Make things more efficient.
and streamline things.
Yeah,
Exactly. And it's funny, she actually thought ChatGPT was just another tech fad.
Oh, really?
Yeah, until she saw a demo,
Uh-huh.
and then she had that aha moment, realizing how it could change the way we work.
The possibilities, yeah.
That light bulb moment where you
Right.
suddenly understand. Yeah, and, I think that's what we're trying to figure out for our listener today.
Exactly.
Is this book just hype, or does it actually live up to those 45 promises?
I'm excited to find out.
Me too. Me
Yeah.
too. So the book is broken down into 10 groups of cheat sheets,
Okay.
and they cover a wide range of topics.
Yeah.
We've got communication and networking, personal development, even some industry-specific tips.
Wow.
We're not going to go through all 45 of them,
No, definitely not.
but we are going to hit those highlights that made us go, whoa, ChatGPT can do that.
That's what I'm here for.
Exactly.
The whoa moments.
Yeah. So let's start with communication.
Okay.
I'm really curious to see how Becky tackles that because
Because it seems like AI could be, like, very robotic.
very impersonal.
Yeah, yeah.
But there's actually a cheat sheet called Pitch Perfection.
Pitch perfection. Okay.
And it's not just about writing a script.
Uh-huh.
She actually teaches you how to use ChatGPT to analyze your audience for a pitch.
Oh, interesting.
So imagine you plug in information about a potential investor,
Mm-hmm.
and boom, ChatGPT highlights the key phrases and pain points that you need to hit
So it's kind of like
to maximize your chances of grabbing their attention.
it's tailoring your pitch
Exactly.
based on data about this person.
It's like having
Yeah.
a super-powered research assistant who also understands persuasion.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Right.
It's not about replacing your skills.
Exactly.
But it's kind of like amplifying what you already know.
Yeah, and it's not just for these, high-stakes pitches either.
Right.
Think about writing better emails,
Okay.
building rapport in online communities,
Uh-huh.
even writing that tricky thank you note after a job interview.
Oh, yeah.
ChatGPT can help you hit the right tone and make a real impact.
So it's not just efficiency.
Yes.
It's also effectiveness.
Exactly.
Okay, I like that.
And that brings us to personal development,
Okay.
which is another area where I was a little skeptical about AI. Can a chatbot actually be your, self-help guru?
Yeah. Is that really possible?
But Becky has a cheat sheet called Silencing the Inner Saboteur,
Okay.
and it's really insightful.
Interesting.
It's all about using ChatGPT for positive self-talk,
Mm-hmm.
setting realistic goals,
Okay.
and even celebrating those small wins.
So it's
Like having a cheerleader and a coach available 24/7 to help you overcome self-doubt.
Yeah, instead of those generic
no.
affirmations, is it actually looking at
Yeah,
your patterns?
you hit the nail on the head.
Okay.
Becky even includes a quote from Theodore Roosevelt in this section.
Uh-huh.
Do what you can with what you have, where you are.
I like that.
It's about using the tools at hand, including AI,
Right.
to maximize your potential.
It's to become better.
Exactly.
I'm wondering, for our listener,
Yeah,
is this book something that they should actually buy?
that's a great question.
Or can they just, Google these tips?
Yeah.
What makes this book unique?
What makes it stand out is how actionable it is.
Okay.
Becky doesn't just talk about the theory of ChatGPT. She gives you very specific prompts,
Uh-huh.
examples, templates that you can literally copy and paste.
That's really helpful.
It's like a toolbox full of AI solutions ready to go.
That's what makes a good book, right?
Yeah,
It's actually giving you the tools to implement the ideas,
exactly.
not just talk about the theory.
Yeah, and with 45 cheat sheets, it really feels like there is a tool for almost every challenge,
Right. There must be. Yeah. So
But we're just getting started.
I was going to say,
There's so much more to cover
there's a lot more to unpack here.
in this treasure trove of AI wisdom.
I'm ready.
Let's do it.
Okay. So how does Becky envision using ChatGPT to navigate the job hunt?
Right. It can be a real headache.
Yeah.
But she starts with a cheat sheet called, appropriately, AI Enhanced Job Hunt.
Okay.
And it's not about replacing your skills.
Hmm.
It's about, like, supercharging them.
Okay.
Imagine this.
Yeah.
You feed ChatGPT a job description,
Uh-huh.
and it spits out a tailored list of keywords to sprinkle in your resume and cover letter.
Oh, that's cool.
No more guessing what those applicant tracking systems are looking for.
Right.
You're getting past the gatekeepers.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
getting your application in front of a human.
Okay, so that makes sense for, getting your foot in the door.
Right.
But what about the interview itself?
Oh, there's a cheat sheet for that, too.
Really?
It's called Mastering the Mock Interview.
Okay.
You basically give ChatGPT all the details about the position,
Mm-hmm.
and it generates potential interview questions.
Based on the job description, probably?
Yeah, and then you can practice answering them out loud.
So it's like,
ChatGPT listens and gives you feedback.
oh, that's great.
It's like a personal interview coach
That's super helpful.
who's available 24/7
Especially if you're someone who gets really nervous in interviews.
and isn't afraid to give you honest feedback.
Right. You can practice beforehand and get those kinks ironed out.
But the interview is only one hurdle, right?
Of course. Yeah.
What about the salary negotiation?
Oh, that's the hard part.
That's the part that can get really tricky.
Yeah.
And Becky doesn't shy away from that
Okay.
in the Negotiating Your Worth cheat sheet.
Negotiating your worth. Okay.
She shows you how to use ChatGPT to research industry benchmarks,
Mm-hmm.
practice different negotiation scenarios,
Oh.
and even develop a script that feels, natural and confident.
That's really interesting, but I wonder if it's
Yeah.
a little too rehearsed, a little too robotic.
Where's that human element?
Yeah.
And Becky addresses that.
Okay, good.
She emphasizes that ChatGPT is a tool,
Right.
not a crutch.
Not a replacement.
It's about using the insights and the practice
Yeah.
to, hone your own voice and approach.
Right?
It's not about just parroting responses.
Yeah.
It's about empowerment, not automation.
Exactly.
And speaking of empowerment,
Yes.
this book goes beyond just career advice.
Oh.
There's a whole section on personal development, which we touched on earlier.
Yeah.
One cheat sheet that stood out to me is embracing your worth.
Okay.
It's all about using ChatGPT to challenge those negative self-talk patterns that we all have.
Right. That we all struggle with.
But like you feed it your worries and insecurities,
Yeah.
and it helps you reframe them in a more positive and empowering way.
That's interesting.
It's like having your own personal therapist available 24/7.
But do you think there's a risk of becoming too reliant on it
That's a good question.
for validation?
And Becky actually addresses that directly.
Okay.
She's very clear that ChatGPT is a tool for self-discovery,
Right.
but it's not a substitute for human connection or professional help.
Of course.
So
It's about.
it's about using those insights from ChatGPT as a starting point.
Right. Like a jumping off point.
Yeah, for deeper reflection and growth.
Okay. That makes sense.
We'll talk about productivity.
Yeah. Let's get into that.
Another area where ChatGPT could be a game changer.
Definitely.
What kind of productivity hacks does she have in store for us? Oh, she's got tons of time-saving tricks.
I bet.
One of my favorites is the Streamlining Work Tasks cheat sheet.
Okay.
It's about using ChatGPT to automate those tedious and repetitive tasks that can really drain you.
I'm listening. Yeah.
Imagine this. You're drowning in emails,
Been there.
spending hours writing responses.
Yeah. That's the worst.
With ChatGPT, you can actually feed it an email and ask it to draft a reply.
Oh, wow.
That saves you a ton of time and mental energy.
Yeah, but wouldn't that sound really impersonal?
That's where Becky's expertise comes in.
Okay.
She teaches you how to personalize the AI's output.
Uh-huh.
So you add your own voice and your own style, so it still sounds authentic.
Right.
It's a tool,
Not a replacement.
not a replacement.
Okay, good.
And you know what? Becky has thought of everything.
What else?
There's even a cheat sheet on travel planning using ChatGPT.
Travel planning. Really? In a book about business?
I know, right?
Okay.
But it's about using ChatGPT to enhance all areas of your life.
I like that.
Think about it.
Okay.
Planning your dream vacation.
Mm-hmm.
ChatGPT can help you find deals on flights and hotels.
Nice.
Create a personalized itinerary
Wow.
based on your interests.
That's amazing.
Even translate those tricky phrases in a foreign language.
That would be so helpful.
It's like having a personal travel concierge right in your pocket.
But how does she tie that back to business success?
She makes a good point, which is it's all about reclaiming your time and your energy,
Okay, yeah.
whether that's for work or personal pursuits.
Right, that makes sense.
By streamlining those everyday tasks,
Mm-hmm.
you have more mental bandwidth to focus on the things that really matter,
That's a really good point.
both professionally and personally.
I like that.
And that brings us to another interesting aspect of this book,
Okay.
which is Becky's focus on continuous learning and knowledge management.
Important.
One of the cheat sheets that stood out to me is called Creating a Personal Knowledge Hub.
Oh, interesting.
It's all about using ChatGPT to gather information,
Okay.
summarize lengthy documents, even translate content into different languages.
Wow, so it's like your own...
It's like having a personal research assistant
And yeah, your own research library.
that can sift through tons of
I
information
would save so much time.
and give you those key insights in a flash.
But I do worry a little bit. Wouldn't that make you too reliant on AI
That's a great point.
for knowledge?
Yeah, and Becky addresses that.
Okay, good.
She emphasizes the importance of using ChatGPT as a starting point,
Right.
not as the definitive source.
It's not the end-all, be-all.
Exactly.
Okay.
She encourages readers to use the AI's insights to spark their own curiosity, to delve deeper into topics that interest them.
I like that.
It's about fostering a love of learning and using technology as a tool for exploration.
Not a replacement for our own thinking.
Exactly. And you know what? We've only just scratched the surface
Oh, there's more.
of what Becky covers in this book.
I was going to say, we haven't even touched on...
We haven't talked about her cheat sheets for problem solving,
Yeah.
strategic planning, even creative writing.
Oh, wow.
We'll have to save those for next time.
Looking forward to it.
We're back, and I feel like we've only just scratched the surface of 45 ChatGPT cheat sheets for business success.
I know, right? There's so much packed into this book.
Becky seems to have thought of every way we could use AI to, level up our work and our lives.
It's true, and she really makes it seem so approachable.
Yeah, and I think that's a key takeaway for our listener.
What's that?
It's not just a dry manual. It's an invitation to experiment,
To play around with it.
to
Yeah.
have fun with it.
I like that.
And she even includes cheat sheets for things like creative writing and brainstorming solutions.
So it's not just about
Yeah.
productivity and, those kinds of things.
No, it's about expanding what we think is possible with AI.
That's cool. Are there actual prompts for sparking creativity?
Yeah, so there's a cheat sheet called Unleashing Your Inner Storyteller.
Okay.
She walks you through using ChatGPT to overcome writer's block,
Oh, that's helpful.
develop unique plot ideas,
Wow.
and even experiment with different genres.
So it's like having a
Yeah.
brainstorming partner.
It's like having a brainstorming buddy who can just riff off your ideas
Can suggest new directions, yeah.
and suggest unexpected twists and turns.
Okay, I like that a lot.
And it goes even further
Oh,
with the Strategizing a Digital Think Tank cheat sheet.
okay.
So think about a really complex problem.
Mm-hmm.
You can use ChatGPT to analyze different angles, generate solutions, even play devil's advocate.
It's like having a team of consultants in your pocket.
Exactly.
But wouldn't that make you too reliant on the AI's answers?
It's a good point, and Becky addresses that directly.
Okay, good.
She emphasizes that ChatGPT is a tool to enhance our thinking, not to replace it.
So we still need to
Yeah.
use our own brains.
We still need to be in the driver's seat.
Okay, I like that.
And that brings us to another important aspect of the book, which is Becky's focus on staying ahead of the curve.
In a world that's constantly changing.
Exactly. So she has a cheat sheet called Keeping Pace with Progress.
Okay.
And it's all about using ChatGPT to track industry trends, research new technologies, and even tailor your resume and online presence to match those evolving demands.
It's like having your own,
Yeah.
personal futurist.
Right. Who
Yeah.
keeps you informed and prepared for what's coming next.
I love that idea.
And that's really invaluable in today's world because things are changing so fast.
Yeah, skills can become obsolete so quickly.
Exactly.
It's scary.
And she goes even further.
Uh,
Becky encourages readers to embrace a mindset of continuous learning, to use ChatGPT to explore new topics and different fields,
to keep learning and growing.
to keep learning, to keep growing. Exactly.
I like that.
So to wrap things up,
Yeah.
I think 45 ChatGPT cheat sheets for business success is more than just a book. It's a roadmap.
A roadmap.
It's a roadmap for navigating this exciting and sometimes overwhelming world of AI.
Yeah, it can be a bit much.
It empowers readers to embrace technology as a tool for growth,
I agree.
to stay ahead of the curve, and to unlock their full potential.
That's really powerful.
If you're ready to dive into the world of ChatGPT and see how it can transform your work, your life, your thinking,
Then this book is definitely for you.
we highly recommend checking it out.
Absolutely.
And you never know, you might discover some really unexpected ways to use ChatGPT along the way.
You probably will.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep diving deep.